This is True Transformative Fitness, and welcome to my rope workout from hell. Why I say that is because we're combining a jump rope with a flow rope. There's no rest in between, because we're supersetting. There's no rest in between using the ropes, and we're gonna keep our heart rate in zone 3 and 3 through 5, right? So another reason why I say it's a workout from hell because with the jump rope, of course we're going to be working our legs. We're working our whole body with both ropes, but primarily the jump rope is cooking the legs, and when we get to that flow rope, that's primarily cooking the upper body. Even though we're using full body, this is an aggressive workout. If you're brave enough to follow along, and we're going to burn a bunch of calories in a short amount of time. The jump rope is very, very valuable cardiovascular tool because it burns the most calories in the shortest amount of time. So if you want to get in really, really good shape, you have to implement the jump rope. And the flow rope complements the jump rope because I guarantee you that on the internet you don't see any workouts that's combining both of them. I mean, yeah, I've seen flow rope workouts where you're using it as a jump rope and a flow rope, but it's nothing like using the specific thing for a specific purpose. So the jump rope for jumping rope and the flow rope for flowing around. So you see, I done took the shirt off because we about to get some work in, right? We about to get real sweaty. Pause. But that's an indication that our heart rate is up. So, we're still in our first set, jumping rope, warming the body up, getting the blood flowing in the legs, the arms, getting the rhythm together. You see, I'm transitioning from regular jumping rope to the 1-2 running step. Just getting my body primed up, working the rope from every angle as far as my legs. Yeah, building a rhythm up. So yeah, see, I'm going from the 1-2. So the thing is, what you want to do, you want to do the regular jump rope, and then when you feel the fatigue or lactic acid building up in your legs, then you can switch to the 1-2. You know what I mean? If you switch the movement or cadence, it gives you renewed energy within your legs so you can just keep jumping. So we're not even counting repetition or anything. We're just jumping until we feel fatigue. As soon as we feel fatigue, we're going to grab the other rope and get to working like as you see I'm doing now. Right. So with the rope flow, you see I'm doing figure eights. This is an excellent movement. It promotes excellent posture, and it leans your upper body out like crazy. I mean, because you got to think how many repetitions you're doing with this movement, and you're using your spine to go from side to side, creating that figure eight. And what you'll see during the workout, you'll see I'll be transitioning my spine. Sometimes I'll be crunch forward when I'm putting a lot of contraction in my core, and then you'll see me stand up straight. Right now you see I'm getting the legs involved. I'm getting the bouncing from side to side. Keeping our heart rate up, right? Still creating a figure eight. Now I'm doing one leg in front of the other, which is working another plane, and each leg bilaterally in a way. And if you notice, if you pay attention, if you look at my obliques, you can see it's working the obliques like crazy from side to side, still running the heart rate up. And I'm picking up speed, right, with the rope because that's going to run your heart rate up because, of course, you're putting more energy to put speed into that rope, as you see I'm doing. And as I'm doing that, you can see my muscles are contracting even more and more. So, it's giving you that sculpt. I'm trying to tell you, it's sculpting you out, like literally. And again, I know that not the rope itself is creating that stimulation to scope yourself out. To really scope yourself out is calories in versus calories out. But the point I'm trying to get to is that I'm causing an excellent stimulation with the rope. And if you're smart enough, if you want to get lean, you'll watch your calorie intake, and then you'll reap the benefits of leaning that upper body out with the flow rope. All right. So now I done fatigued out my upper body, and now we're grabbing the jump rope again, checking that heart rate, right? Making sure my heart rate staying up, so we getting right back to work, like I promised you. Building a rhythm, yep. So now I'm showing off them quads. Everybody want to show off their arms, etc., etc. You know what I mean? No one wants to show their legs. You know what I'm saying? With them legs hitting on, right? And like I say, trust me, gentlemen, women loves muscular big legs, yo. They do. And then it finishes off your, see, I'm even agreeing with myself. Yep. So now we seeing the teardrops work. It's nothing like seeing quality muscles in motion working, right? So now you see I'm freestyling, doing the split stance jump rope, going from one leg to the other, then doing a run in place, then I'm doing the traditional jump. Just working my body in every plane of motion, uh, you know, strengthening my ankles, building superior stability and coordination. And most of all, I'm getting fitter because my heart rate is crazy. And it takes skill. It takes skill to really work these ropes. You have to think, unlike yeah, I mean, I'm going to bastardize cardiovascular tools such as the elliptical, the recumbent bike where you're sitting back all the way reclined and just pedaling, burning 0 calories. What's another one? I'm not a cycle fan either, because it promotes poor posture. You're lean forward. You see, that's a hard move when I'm doing right there. That squat jumping rope where your legs are bent and you're in the squat position and your jumping rope takes a whole lot of energy to pull that off. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson made that move fairly famous. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm grabbing the flow rope again, because the legs fatigue, like I say, we're going back and forth, keeping our heart rate up. You know what I mean? Trying to create a that Greek statue. You know what I mean? Leaning out from the bottom up. So now you see I'm going from side to side, freestyling with the rope a little bit, having fun with it. And like I say, when you're working with these ropes and stuff, you're gonna mess up. I mean, you're doing hundreds and thousands of jumps, et cetera, et cetera. So you're gonna have, but your body learns. It learns from mistakes, right? Right. And you see where I'm going from side to side, it's working your core, your obliques, your shoulders, that back. And you see when I'm leaning forward, the more energy you put into it, the more you have to actually tense your upper body against the flow of the rope. You know what I mean? Which hence is giving you muscle contractions. So it's gonna give you that quality definition that we're looking for if you're at a calorie deficit. If you're at a calorie deficit. Yep. Still getting into the flow of things. Yeah, this workout is guaranteed. If you have a stubborn body that that's hard for you to lean out in those trouble areas like your lower back or lower abdominal area, workouts like this will get to that stubborn body fat. Yes, it's hard, but at the same time, you're learning. You know what I mean? And it transcends to the real world. You see, I'm picking up the speed. Look at the speed. Look at the speed and the energy I'm putting into this, right? Working my body through space. Look at that. You see the contractions? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Yep. So now I'm going right back to the rope. And see, look, when you're in zone 4 and 5, when you're in zone 4 and 5, that's important because you're burning you're using carbs and you're using fat as energy. You're using them both in conjunction. So that's why it's leaning you out, and you're using that glucose efficiently. And let's talk about energy, right? You want to expend that energy because housing that energy in your body wreaks havoc and it promotes disease, cardiovascular disease, any disease you could think about, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. You know what I mean? Because the thing about energy, you can do one of two things with energy. You can either use it, expend it, and if you're sedentary and you're consuming energy, it's going to wreak havoc on your body because what's going to happen is that, you know, we're using the glucose in our blood as energy to fuel these workouts. When you become sedentary for a long time, that glucose spills into the organs. And then that turns into glycogen, where that glycogen is just stored in your organs and is wreaking havoc on your body. You see, I'm showing off the quads, trying to create some motivation. You know what I mean? Yeah, create motivation because what's the use in doing all this work if you have nothing to show for it? you know and furthermore, while I'm trying to promote jumping rope and things of that nature to get you to your fitness goal, because like I tell a lot of clients, do you want to make $100,000 working 40 hours a week, or do you want to make $100,000 working 20 hours a week? You want to get the most, you want to get the biggest return with the least amount of effort, if that makes sense. And part of that is choosing smart exercises that's going to change your body and that's going to drive adaptation. And it has to be fun, like you see I'm doing now. I'm having fun freestyling, doing one leg, doing a 1-2 leg. You know what I mean? Just becoming one with my body. Building new neurological pathways, merging that peripheral nervous system with the central nervous system. All right. Because once you merge those two things, man, your abilities, you're gonna have superhero abilities, right? Yeah. Yeah, see? Look at that. I'm playing with the serratus muscles right there. Playing the guitar on the serratus muscles, right? So here we go again with the flow rope. Yeah. It looks like I'm nice and warmed up too. So notice the core. You see the core, ladies and gentlemen. See, look, it got caught up in my sprinkler system, but we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving, man. You know, it's like real everything doesn't go smooth like the real world, but what we do, we pulled it down, we keep it moving. So you see the core. Notice the core. This is what I mean, how this thing works your core. And we're doing, I don't even know how many repetitions, but we're keeping the repetitions high, but the heart rate is high as well. So we're getting a good bang for our buck, cardiovascular, and we're sculpting those muscles, right? Giving it that quality look. So I'm building up my momentum, and okay, yeah, I'm building up my rhythm. Yeah, going from side to side, having fun with it. And if you notice when you're swinging it from side to side, you got to use your core to keep this thing going. That's very important. That's why it's such an effective workout. And the rope tells on you. Because if you're not moving and being honest in space or whatever, like there, I messed up, but I recovered very well. If you don't have your form together, the rope will expose you. Unlike if you're on an elliptical or some kind of fixed a cardiovascular tool where you're really not using your stabilizer muscles, right? But we're using all of our stabilizer muscles. I'm using my brain, I'm using my core, I'm using my sheer will too, because I'm working through fatigue. Yep, still creating these figure eights, right? No nonsense workout. So you see, I'm wrapping my hands around the rope now because I'm really going to get some aggressive figure eights in. Running my heart rate up, making sure that we finish this workout strong, right? So you see, I'm slightly bent forward. So you see, it's more contraction in my core. Yeah, I'm really giving it energy, really pouring my heart into it. Yeah, running that heart. I know I'm in zone 5 right now. And actually, I'm about to read off some statistics from this workout because it's important to record your workouts electronically so you can get that digital feedback. So within this workout, I had an average heart rate of 144 beats per minute. I hit a high of 179 beats per minute. I had a total calorie burn in 20 minutes of 262 calories. The zones, zone 1, I was in zone 1 for 5 minutes. Zone 2 for only 28 seconds. Zone 3 for 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Zone 4 for 9 minutes and 46 seconds. You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? Zone 4 for 9 minutes and 46 seconds. And zone 5 for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So that data alone tells you how effective this workout is. If I was in zone 4 for damn near 10 minutes, okay? That's half the workout I was in zone 4. And you wonder why I call myself the MVT, the most valuable trainer. I have this stuff down to a science, okay? So I'm still working hard, jumping rope, getting my flow together, 1, 2, just going through my steps, making sure our heart rate stays up. Because we want that adaptation to where our metabolism is kicked up for the next 48 hours. So we're going to finish strong. I know I'm fatiguing. Again, if you're brave enough to follow this workout, you'll see what I mean. You'll get in phenomenal shape. I promise you. All right. So now we're getting back to the flow rope. And, you working these ropes, you'll get to a meditative state to where it clears your mind. It gives you mind clarity as well as an excellent workout tool that's excellent for in between your resistance training. It complements resistance training very well, very well. And it also keeps you flexible. It keeps you flexible and it keeps your posture in place. You know what I mean? So here we go again. I'm going from side to side, playing around with the rope. And again, it's fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? And you see, I'm displaying the fact that I am having fun. Fun is a subjective thing. I mean, some people like, man, working out ain't fun. I mean, it can be if you give it a chance and you commit to it, right? So you see, I'm getting aggressive with the rope, with the figure eights, lean forward, and whenever I really put a lot of energy into it, you see, I'm having fun with it. you know, Again, uh, when I am even going to the side doing that, take note of my core though. You see how the core and abs are contracting and working, unlike just doing traditional sit-ups or leg raises or etc. So now I'm keeping my spine straight, and you can see the core in action. Yep, giving speed to these ropes. Yep, keeping it going, finishing strong, keeping our heart rate up. Again, as promised, We're not counting repetitions. We're just going until we fatigue. When that upper body fatigue, that's when we're gonna grab the other rope, back and forth until time is up. Yeah. So I'm gutting my way through this workout at this point. Yeah. Still swinging the rope. And I think I'm about to fatigue right now. Yeah, because I'm picking up speed. Yeah, look at that. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it.